Everyone, RemanX here, and we got a big reveal over on Twitter, Facebook, and all the socials. The silhouettes came in and took us a little bit by surprise. So let's talk about maybe who the characters could be, but I don't want you to focus on that because I think that's the red herring that always happens when we focus on characters. We should focus on what they're going to do for us, and we have the Web Warriors as kind of a preview, and this is going to be kind of my like overarching what might be coming in 2022. Now, again, this is massive speculation. These aren't rumors. These are just my educated guess as to what's building in Marvel Strike Force. Let's get right into it. So first things first, movie release supposed to happen that didn't happen was Morbius. I think that's probably the character there on the right. The rest are kind of up in the air in my opinion. Monica Rambeau and Brother Voodoo for the one immediately to the left of Morbius. And then the first one could be Mockingbird, Maya, aka Echo. The second one, I don't know. I could be that person we've been expecting. So let's talk about what happened last year. Last year, we basically built pieces of teams over time. Now, the holiday last year was the long patch, and we had 2 pieces of the X-Men, 2 pieces of X-Factor, and 2 pieces of Shadowland show up, or Skeletor show up. Followed by the Shadowland patch, the finishing off the X-Men, and finishing off X-Factor. So what do I think is going to happen here? Doesn't matter who they are. What do we need from them? And I think that's the big question. What are they setting the stage for? Well, we got the big sneak peek about Apocalypse. So if this was to be that Gambit guy, well, Gambit was a horseman. So that could set the stage for it. But the question is, does he bring trauma? So why am I talking about trauma? Why do I think trauma is so important? Why do I keep talking about trauma, Web Warriors, and the like? I think a new raid's on the horizon. With a new raid is potential new rewards. Let's talk about what I think we'll be building there. Right now, there isn't a really good source for Origin gear. I think new challenges are coming up. Those new challenges will likely feature and require characters that both need ISO blue, so like the Origin gear, Biomutant, etc., and also require certain characters that they think that we need. Because when they give us agency, we sometimes stick to our I'm going to keep building symbiotes mantra, much to the detriment of our own roster. Teal gear is something that we're going to see distributed via new content. We've already started to see that with Pocket Dimension and the release in the events and the like, but they want to give us a consistent source where we'll have the ability to farm it. The only way to do that is to add the challenges. Now, is that a month or 2 out? Sure. But it's going to require characters that may or may not be on our roster and probably require ISO blue. And that should be of no surprise to you based on the last iteration of challenges. You're just going to escalate the ISO requirements. Now, in the data mines, there seems like there's a lot of discussion about new raids coming out. So new raids potentially mean new rewards. So a elite teal gear orb has yet to be seen, which could potentially feature the G16 mini uniques that were most sought after by us, which means that a war orb probably wouldn't be far behind once this comes to the game. So how would they get it into our hands? Well, that'd be gated behind a raid. But I think that's too narrow. I think the raid and the grand tournament are going to be building us towards a potential way to rework characters that doesn't require bringing them up to the gear level. So when they release the gear, the rework characters have less value because you can just farm the gear over time. What they'll probably do, and I'm going to say that probably especially the legendaries, because we've been questioning how legendary they feel. is that they'll probably get a new level of abilities. The T5s have been talked about for a while, and I think it's probably time that we see those. Now, in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, they were called Zetas. What they're called here will probably just be T5s. But I expect that it'll be something that we see, which will help bring some more obscure characters relevant to our roster. And also won't be stuck behind gear. So, why now? Well, I think one or multiple of these characters are going to be applying trauma for their respective teams. In order for us to successfully navigate these raids, we're probably going to need web warriors. We're probably going to need potentially Dormammu. Those people who have Dormammu are going to be like, I got Dormammu, I can do trauma in Mystic or whatever. We're going to need a skill character that does it. So some of these characters will probably be built towards that and apply trauma. We're going to see that more often. And the main reason why is because of the mechanic that we see from the Eternals and from Dormammu and Doom themselves and how trauma affects them. So trauma has become very important in how I foresee us accomplishing the goals and actually beating content going forward. Remy LeBeau, maybe. Monica Rambeau, possibly. Brother Voodoo, possibly. Kate Bishop, Maya Lopez. So there's all these different ways that this could be enhancing. Maybe this is the hand rework. Maybe this is the start of Excalibur. And maybe this is setting the stage for a Secret Avenger slash... I doubt it'd be Secret Avenger because more skill based. We'll have to see how they integrate these characters. Maybe the Midnight Suns with Brother Voodoo. But that is a lot of speculation here, and I think just think about what we need them to bring to make us want to buy them, because that's ultimately what this game is doing. This game wants to bring characters into the game that incentivize you to spend time or money in it. Now, I'm going to say this out loud. Web Warriors, and I've made a series of videos about this to the point where you're probably tired of hearing it. Web Warriors have overperformed in every aspect of the game than where we thought they were going to be. They're exceptional. I've used them in DD5 with Scarlet Spider and Ghost Spider. I've been able to auto the Doom 2.3 raids, and more importantly, I'm currently using them as my attack in arena. And so there are a number of things about this team that I think we just got wrong. If you fought them on war and you found that you were not easily able to beat them, well, once they're built up, they're definitely one of the highest stats characters in the game, and that should have been the indicator they were going to be exceptionally powerful to begin with. Unfortunately, we just didn't follow up on that. So, these characters are going to be building either teams that we already have or setting the stage for new teams required for this new level of content. And so, is one legendary? Maybe. But I think it's way too much speculation to think about right now. We've had many 4-character patches in the past, and I think, like I said, they definitely set the stage going forward for content. So Zetas, new teal orbs, and potentially more characters applying trauma. That's pretty much my predictions for 2022. You guys tell me what you guys think in the comments. I know there's going to be a lot of discussion about what this team's going to do, but I will definitely see you soon. Love you much. Remember, I do things so you don't have to. And as we wind up this video, I'm going to try to beat this arena meta here with my team. So hopefully they dodge all this stuff. I mean, it's definitely something that they could do. They definitely somehow survive Doom's ult. Sometimes. Oh, the defense down as long as she may not survive it. What she did. I mean, This has been pretty insane at what these guys can overall do as a function of this team. Just so you guys know, they're at over almost 900k health, which makes them, you know, two of the most OP characters. And so, yeah. Arena meta? I don't know, but I'm finding more and more uses for my web warriors every day. So have fun. That's what this game's for. See you soon.